All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to John Jay High School. My name is Robert Sipe. I'm here to bring you the boys' varsity baseball game against Suffern. And this is our first time live streaming from the baseball game. So we're giving you a look over here, or our first time live streaming from the baseball field and live streaming a varsity baseball game. That's Suffern, that's our opponent. And John Jay probably appears to be in their dugout, and we can't quite see them at this time, but we're early here going live on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel because this is our first time and we've had some technical difficulties. So we're probably about 35 minutes away from first pitch. But we thank you for joining us. So we're going to keep it here live. Oop, there's John Jay out in center field. Sorry about that. I did not see them out there. So there they are. So there are the boys. We just had a senior ceremony for the John Jay seniors. We were having some technical difficulties with the live streaming. So we weren't able to live stream that event, but don't fret. We have recorded the ceremony, and we will upload that on our YouTube site later this evening. So you'll be able to catch that ceremony on tape delay. Again, we apologize. But that's the story. So again, we've got about 35 minutes to go here before we start. So I'm going to go silent if it's okay with you. I'm going to test a couple of times. I'm going to call my son and check to make sure that everything is working properly. So you'll probably hear me speaking from time to time. But you know, if you're joining us live, you know this game starts at 11:30. It's 10:58 right now. So again, we've got about 32 minutes of warm-up time here. If you're watching us on tape delay, fast forward this 32 minutes, and you should be able to catch the game. All right. So again, my name is Robert Sepp. I'm a math teacher here at John Jay, and I am live streaming the varsity baseball game here on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. Really appreciate you joining me. And I hope you enjoy the game. Go Patriots. We hope you subscribe to the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. I'll be doing, I believe, another game next week. I think we're doing a softball game. The girls lacrosse senior night is coming up as well. We'll be live streaming that. So we try to live stream all the events here at John Jay in the 2020-2021 pandemic. We started, I believe, with boys soccer. I believe boys soccer was our first live streaming event, and then we had girls soccer games and field hockey games in the fall, and then we had basketball games and wrestling matches in the wintertime. All of that is available for you to view at any time on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. But if you subscribe, you'll get notifications anytime we go live. All right. So again, we've got about 30 minutes until first pitch, folks. I'm going to do some more work here to make sure that the equipment is working properly. And we will be back on the mic soon enough. All right. Thanks again, folks. And we'll be back in about a half an hour. Just showing you the scoreboard, just making sure that I can zoom in on the scoreboard. We'll give you this view. A beautiful day here at John Jay High School. Again, thanks for joining us, folks. I'll be back. I'll be back on the mic. The video will continue to run for the next half hour. What's up, dude? You watching or no? So I'm live right now. Could you check to see if I'm live? Can you check to see if you hear me? Okay, so you could see that. Okay. Can you see down the third base line? Can you turn up the volume and all right, turn up the volume and you should hear on a delay, you should hear me talking to you. Okay. Okay. Awesome, man. All right. So we're going to keep the live streaming going for the next half hour just because we had some issues getting it up. They had a senior ceremony and we weren't able to live stream that, but I recorded it. So I'll upload that to the YouTube site later. And that's the story. Yep. We're playing Suffern. Yep. Oh, boy. That sounds like fun. Can you see the scoreboard now? Tell me when you can see. Oh, you can? All right. Tell me when I zoom away from the scoreboard. Oh, wow. So it's not that much of a delay at all. Maybe 2-3 seconds. All right, cool. And you can hear me. You can hear what I'm saying to you right now. Okay, cool. Awesome, man. Everything is working as planned. We're good to go. Awesome, dude. Yep, thanks, buddy. Bye. Hi, guys.
What's up, bud?
Hey, man, how are you? You're the best, Coach. You're the best.
How you doing, all right?
I'm doing great. How are you?
We are either A or F. There's no B.
Okay, well, that's all right.
Yesterday was F. Wednesday was A.
Okay. It's like cool kids, right?
Normally but usually we can get a B or a C out of them. Yeah, it's either really poor or really good. We'll see.
Beautiful, Dave.
Thank God, right? Thank God. That's why I say got a lot to be appreciated.
Yeah,
about,
absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, tough year last year, but God's
Everybody.
paying us back now. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, Blue junk.
Alrighty, folks. My name is Robert Sipe. I am a math teacher, soccer coach, basketball coach here at John Jay, and I'm live streaming the boys' varsity baseball game on Senior Day against Suffern. You could see here Suffern is finishing warm-ups here. We're a little delayed. Doesn't look like we're going to start exactly on time. I'm just going to, as I'm talking to you here, try to adjust my camera just a little bit to try to get it nice and level. I hope that looks okay. This is our first time live streaming a baseball game here at John Jay. So I am on the microphone. I am on the live streaming equipment. I'm on the camera. I'm a one-man show here. So it's not going to be ESPN or NBC Sports, but I'm going to do the best I can here for you. So let me give you the starting lineup for John Jay. I don't have any information on Suffern, so I apologize to that to anyone from Suffern who's watching. I'll try to tell you the numbers for the Suffern players who are up at bat and who make plays in the field, but I do not have a Suffern roster on me. And as I just told you, I kind of got a lot on my plate, so I'm not going down to ask for that roster. If they give it to me, I'll be more than happy to share that with you. But for John Jay on Senior Day, leading off for the Patriots is number 15, the center fielder, Lenny Van. Batting second, number 24, the left fielder, Chris Cabrera. Batting third, the shortstop, number 27, Charlie Costello. Batting cleanup, number 28, first baseman, Nico Batke. I had Nico in class as a freshman. Nico, I believe, is a junior this year. Really, really good kid, Nico Batke. I had him in algebra. I'm a math teacher, and really good kid, really good student, and he's batting cleanup and playing first base as a junior for the John Jay varsity team. Obviously, he's a very good baseball player, too. Looking forward to watching him play today. Batting fifth, number 16, the right fielder, Shane Henneman. Batting sixth, number 39, on the mound, the only sophomore on the Patriot team, Vinny Fusco. Vinny, another student of mine, last year had him in a ninth grade algebra class. Of course, that year got cut short in person, due to the pandemic. But Vinny, really good kid, great personality, very, very bright young man. So Vinny will be pitching today and batting sixth. Number seven, or batting seventh, I'm sorry, is number 2, David Capizzello. David, another kid that I had in class. I don't know if I had him with Nico Batke, but David's playing third base and batting seventh. He's number 2. Batting eighth, number 26, the catcher, Ryan Rivera. Ryan, I currently have in class in AP Calculus. Absolutely fantastic kid, Ryan Rivera. He's the catcher, and he's batting eighth. And then batting ninth, the second baseman, number 11, Joe Machetta. So we've got some construction going on behind us here. I don't know if you guys want to see this construction, but it's kind of crazy what's going on here behind home plate and behind the third base line. This is what we're dealing with. I'm not too sure what the construction is for. I've heard, complete speculation and rumors, so I don't want to spread any rumors, but from what a number of people have told me, Amazon has built this property and they're knocking down buildings. I don't know if you could see that. I don't even know what you would call that machine device there. And they're breaking down some equipment back behind us. So not the most ideal circumstances. I don't know if you can hear even all the way behind us here. You probably can't see this because I can't see. It's through the trees, but that is some other truck that is cleaning up the facility behind us here. So there was talk of that actually being an indoor baseball facility out in front of that building right there. In front of it, they were starting to build a concrete foundation around it to put in an indoor baseball facility. I think they were calling it the Kingdom or the Sports Kingdom or something like that. But unfortunately, that I guess fell through. They didn't have the financing for it, and it didn't pan out. But so it lay dormant for a couple of years, and now it's not dormant anymore. There's plenty of action over there. But again, we don't really know. I don't personally know exactly what's going on there. But rumor has it that it is Amazon. So Suffern is just finishing up their warm-ups here. You could see the Suffern team on the first base line here as the first baseman gets warmed up. Looks like they are ready to go. The umpire is coming out to home plate. Looks like we're going to have a manager's meeting. The John Jay coaches are Eric Frank. He's the head coach. I don't know who the umpires are today, but Mr. Eric Frank, a John Jay graduate, is the head varsity baseball coach. His assistants are Kevin Sherman, Stephen Elting, Ronaldo Lopez, and Ralph Gaston. So a high quality level staff here at John Jay. Really excellent program that we have here at John Jay. I believe Suffern's got a very good team as well. But we'll see. So Suffern is putting on their baby blue uniforms. So they were warming up. In. No, I don't want to show you this guy because he's tucking in his shirt. But nice uniforms, nice baby blue uniforms. John Jay is going to be in white, so that'll be a little confusing because you could see John Jay through the screen here. I'm positioned behind home plate, slightly behind, well, not slightly, pretty hard behind the left-handed batters. But this is the best view we could get. We couldn't get, I was thinking about it, and maybe next time we live stream, maybe we'll live stream down the right field line there. But you got to see where I'm using the electrical source from. So it all depends upon that outlet. So we can't veer too far from that outlet, or else we can't bring you this stuff live. All right. So again, pitching here for John Jay is Vinny Fusco, sophomore, and catching is Ryan Rivera. So the battery is a former student of mine and a current student of mine. How awesome is that for me? I often tell people that I have the best job in the world. I really do believe that. Teaching math at John Jay is a tremendous honor, and love every minute of it. I love the kids, love the material, love my coworkers, love the administration. Myself, I'm a graduate of John Jay back in June of 1987, got my diploma. And I spent some time teaching in New Rochelle, spent some time coaching at Iona College, and returned to Dutchess County to teach for 1 year in the Arlington Central School District at Arlington High School, and then I came over to John Jay in September of '98 to take over for the as a math teacher, and I took over the boys varsity soccer program as the varsity coach, and I've been there ever since. Also here at John Jay, I've coached boys tennis, boys and girls bowling. Currently coach varsity boys basketball. I've coached girls varsity soccer. And I'm currently coaching the Van Wyck girls softball team. Here's a curveball coming in from Vinny Fusco. Just watching Vinny warm up here. And again, it looks like we're ready to go. Number 5 from Suffern is set to lead off here. Again, I don't have the Suffern roster, so if you're joining us from Suffern, I do apologize that we don't have the names of these guys, but I'll do my best to tell you exactly who is up and what the story is. I'm just going to check the live streaming equipment. I got to walk around to the other side. All right, everything still looks to be in order. I'm going to blow my nose. I've got some allergies, so I apologize to you for that. And we're just a minute or two away from getting started here. So it looks like they were just working on first base, and now it looks like they're working on third base. Maybe digging out the plugs. I'm not exactly too sure what the story is there. Umpires walking down the third base line there to check it out. We've got 2 umpires today. One guy behind home plate, and then one guy. I think you can see him there. Man, I can't really see with the glare, so I'm doing the best I can here for you folks. But there's another umpire down the first base line. And again, they're still working on that third base, digging it out. So we'll watch Vinny and Ryan, the battery. All right, Ryan throws down to second, an absolute strike down to the second baseman, Joe Machetta. There's a meeting at the mound. Ryan Rivera takes his helmet off. He's got to be sweating bullets here this morning. It is hot. Let's check on the phone to see exactly what the temperature is, because it is it's 11:44 here at John Jay. We're getting ready to go. It's 74 degrees. The real feel is 84 degrees. I would certainly agree with that. And we're almost set to go here. Thanks again, guys, for joining us on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Robert Sipe, and I am bringing you this game live. I'm on the live streaming equipment. I'm on the microphone. I'm on the camera. So I'm going to do the best I can from time to time. I'll miss some of the plays. I have experience doing this. I've done girls soccer, girls field hockey, girls lacrosse, football, wrestling. What else have I done? I think that's all I've done for the live streaming sports here at John Jay. So I'll do the best I can. But I'm a one-man show. Number 5 for Suffern is set to lead off. And folks, we are about to have the first pitch here on Senior Day for the John Jay Patriots. Vinny Fusco winds up. Here's the pitch. Ball inside, according to the umpire. So ball 1. And we're underway on a beautiful Saturday morning here at John Jay High School. Ground ball to third base. David Capizzuto throws it over the first, a little high, but the first baseman, Nico Batke, does a great job elevating. And, folks, we've got one out. So on 2 pitches, Vinny Fusco has 1 out. And I wasn't paying attention here, so I do not know who is up to bat here for Suffern. So I apologize. I missed his number. I hope you guys saw his number as he walked across here. Nice curveball by Vinny. Ball rolls foul. Foul ball, says the umpire. Strike 1. Try to catch this guy's number here. Number 24, it looks like. So number 24 for Suffern. Yep, number 24 for Suffern is up at bat here. Vinny Fusco set to pitch from the windup. 0-1 is the count. Ball a little low. Bounced it in front of Ryan Rivera there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Vinny's 4 pitches into his start here this morning. Vinny's only a sophomore. He's the only sophomore on the John Jay varsity team on Senior Day. He gets the start. How much does Coach Frank believe in this kid? I think that's an indication, right? And I, as I was telling you earlier, I know Vinny personally. Had him in class last year as a 9th grader in algebra. Great kid, great personality. Very intelligent young man, very smart. 2 balls and 1 strike, says the ump. Ryan Rivera checks his armband for the signs, gives it to Vinny. Foul ball off of 24's leg. Ryan Rivera taking off his helmet as often as possible. Has got to be sweating bullets. I'm sweating bullets myself, and I'm in shorts and a t-shirt just standing here on the live streaming equipment. So we got 2 balls and 2 strikes here. 1 down in the top of the first. Nice curveball by Vinny. Wow. Some sort of off-speed pitch. I don't know if it was exactly a curveball, but that was a nice pitch. Caught 24 out in front of it. 2 outs, nobody on. Number 12 for Suffern coming up to bat here. Really nice pitch there by John Jay sophomore Vinny Fusco. 2 outs and nobody on. Ball a little low and inside. Maybe I've got the same view you do, so I'm going to be guessing from time to time on exactly what the calls are. Vinny steps off the rubber here, takes a deep breath. Fires a strike. Fires a pitch. That's fouled off into the stands down the right field line. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the first inning here at John Jay High School. Thanks again for joining us on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. Nice pitch by Vinny. And we've got a count of 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 2 outs, nobody on, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vinny gets the sign. He's in the windup. Nice off-speed pitch drilled to right field. The right fielder, I think, thought about trying to gun him out at first base since it was hit so hard. But Shane Henneman not able to come up with it cleanly. Did a nice job, though, of keeping his body in front of the ball. No harm there, and he throws it in for a single to hold the Suffern third hitter. How do you say that? I don't know. Third place hitter. So batting cleanup here for Suffern is number 26 here for Suffern. He takes the pitch low for ball 1. All right, folks. Sorry about that. Not too sure what happened there, but we got word that we were not live. I don't know exactly what happened there. I'm not too sure what happened, but we are back for the top of the 4th inning here. And just sort of grabbing my bearings here. My apologies. Let's see here. Sorry about this, folks. Just kind of getting back in action here. Again, my apologies for the technical difficulties. Not too sure what happened there. Not too sure why the computer shut down, but it shut down. Looking for the guy who was telling me that we were not live so that I could check to see if we are live. I hope we're back in action here. And we've got Suffern number 17, the catcher, up. Number 1 is on deck for Suffern. Vinny Fusco on the mound here. It's a 3-2 count to the first batter of the top of the 4th inning here. Scores tied at 0. Suffern 0, John Jay 0. And that ball's driven to center field. What a diving effort there by Lenny Van in center field. What an effort. Vinny not able to come up with it, unfortunately, and that's a leadoff single for the Suffern catcher. All right, so again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. Top of the 4th here, and we are tied at 0. Line drive base hit to right field there. The right fielder for John Jay, Shane Henneman, gets the ball back in. And Suffern's in business here with, that was number 1 for Suffern, by the way. Suffern's in business here with 2 runners on and nobody out. And this is the Suffern pitcher up. He is batting 6th in the lineup. According to, I don't have a Suffern roster. I don't have a Suffern lineup card. I'm just going based upon what I've seen here. So 2 outs and nobody on here for sophomore Vinny Fusco. Looked like it was going to be a bunt, but the ball got away from John Jay catcher Ryan Rivera. 3-0. I'm sorry, not 3-0, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes here to the batter, number 6. I'm just going to check the live streaming equipment, folks, just to make sure that we're still up and running here.
Hey, come on, baby. Hey, what do you say?
All right, and there's a ground ball. Oops, sorry, I kicked the camera there. Charlie Costello diving for it. Runner from second comes around and scores. Guy goes into second base. That's a double for number 6, the Suffern pitcher. And he hits a 2-run double. In the top of the 4th inning. And that gives Suffern a 2-0 lead. So some tough luck there for John Jay pitcher Vinny Fusco. Coach Frank had the infield in, and Charlie Costello not able to come up with it. A tremendous diving effort on his part. Gotta love the effort here from the Patriots. Lenny Van diving for a ball in center field to lead off the inning. Charlie Costello diving for it at shortstop. Great pitch to start this at bat, number 16 for Suffern. Vinny Fusco gets a curveball over. Number 16 up at bat here for Suffern. High and tight. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Suffern batter. We've got a runner on second base. Suffern's got a 2-0 lead here. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Oh, and he was hit in the back there, number 16. So number 16 goes down to first base. Coach is checking on him. He looks absolutely fine. Looked like he got hit hard to me in the top of the back there. So Coach Frank slowly out to the mound here to discuss the situation with the Patriots. We've got nobody out here. We're in the top of the 4th. And it looks like, I'm just trying to take a peek down to the bullpen. It looks like we have somebody starting to stretch down there, but nobody on the mound getting loose. So Coach Frank not thinking about taking Vinny out here, just discussing the situation with the boys. Telling them I'm sure to keep their spirits high. Breaks there. Lenny Van makes that catch in center field. What a diving effort. It's a different inning here, but number 17, the Suffern catcher, able to get on. Hit it just in front of Lenny to lead off the inning. And now I'm not positive of who this is. He squares to bunt. It's number 9. He gets off a good bunt. David Capizzello throws it. Ryan Batke off the bag. The umpire calls him safe. And trying to catch that kid's number. But now we've got 1st and 3rd here. First and 3rd, still nobody out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so it looks like number 5. That's back to the top of the lineup, I believe. Okay, so I missed number 24. I missed a couple of kids here. So bases are loaded here. Nobody out. No balls and 1 strike for Suffern leadoff hitter number 5. Vinny pitching from the windup with the bases loaded. Ball a little low, according to the umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice curveball, hit out deep to left field. Ball's caught. Ball's thrown into the third baseman, David Capozzello, and the runner scores from third. So a nice sacrifice fly there by Suffern. And Suffern takes a 3-0 lead. All right, so just trying to get my bearings here with the live streaming equipment, making sure it's all working. So we've got 1 out there. Nice catch by the left fielder, Chris Cabrera. Got it in quickly to David Capozzello, the third baseman. But the runner from third did score. Vinny throws a curveball to lead off number 24 here. According to my records, he's the second batter in the Suffern lineup. Not official. I don't have the Suffern lineup on me here, nor do I have a Suffern roster. So I apologize to anybody from Suffern who is watching, and I apologize for our technical difficulties earlier. Ground ball to first base. Nice play by Nico Bakke. Throws it to second, and they get the out. So Nico must have stepped on first there for a double play. Wow, what a play by Nico Bakke. So a ground ball to first base down to Nico there. We can't see, as you can see, that we can't see because of the visiting dugout roof. But Nico must have stepped on first and then threw down to second. And I'm assuming that was Charlie Costello who caught it and tagged out the runner for a double play. Huge play to get John Jay out of a real tough predicament there. So we go to the bottom of the 4th inning here. John Jay now trailing 3-0. And John Jay will have 2, 3, and 4 up. Left fielder Chris Cabrera, shortstop Charlie Costello, and then Nico Bakke, the first baseman who just made a really nice play over at first. So, folks, I'm just going to check on my phone, make sure that we are still live here. A little worried. Okay, looks like we are live again. Okay. Really sorry about that, folks, from earlier. Not too sure what happened to our equipment. I'm worried about the equipment overheating. I'm going to be honest with you, because it is a hot day here at John Jay, and we do not have much shade at all where I'm at. So bottom of the 4th, John Jay left fielder Chris Cabrera up. And John Jay trailing 3-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Those sounds you hear, I don't know if you heard that little pop, but we've got some balloons here behind home plate. Foul ball there by Chris. No balls and 2 strikes. You could see these balloons here from Senior Day here at John Jay, and those balloons can't handle the heat. My live streaming equipment is having trouble handling the heat. And Chris Cabrera strikes out swinging. And that's the first out of the top of the fourth inning. Now batting number 27, the shortstop, Charlie Costello. And Charlie grounds it to the shortstop there. His second ground out to the shortstop. Sorry about that. I was not on the microphone. I was just repositioning my laptop, just trying to get it in the very minimal amount of shade I've got up here. Just trying to make sure that I keep things as cool as possible so that we continue to live stream this to you. Nico Batke up at bat here for John Jay. 2 outs, nobody on. Nico calls time. Thanks again for joining us on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Robert. I apologize for the technical difficulties we had a few minutes ago. Nico takes a ball low. 1 ball, no strikes. Strike call there by the umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike to John Jay Jr. first baseman Nico Batke. Timeout called here by Suffern. Again, thanks for joining us on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. Hope you subscribe so you'll get notifications anytime we go live. For example, when we had some technical difficulties there and were alerted by the fans here at John Jay that we were no longer live, we were able to reconnect, and then you'd get a notification that, hey, we were back up live. Anytime we go live, we'll try to, I'm going to be here next weekend. I think there's a softball game Friday night against Beacon that I'm next scheduled to live stream. Looking forward to that game. Haven't seen our girls varsity softball team play yet under the direction of Coach Larry Brooks. Looking forward to that. Nico Batke here hits a ground ball, gets a tough hop for the second baseman, and he throws it in the dirt to the first baseman, but able to get it in time. The first baseman able to scoop it up, and Nico Batke is called out at first base. Thought Nico might be able to get a hit there, but then the ball took a pretty nice hop for the second baseman, and Nico grounds out, and that is the end of the fourth inning. So after 4 innings, we've got Suffern 3, John Jay 0. We'll give you a look at the scoreboard, folks. Top of the 5th here. And John Jay sophomore pitcher Vinny Fusco back on the mound here, throwing warm-up pitches. Got some warm-up music here being played by John Jay. Nice curveball there by Vinny. Nice throw there by Ryan Rivera down to second base. Throws an absolute bullet to Charlie Costello. And here we go, leading off the top of the fifth. Looks like number 12 for Suffern. By my count, he's their third hitter. So we've got 3, 4, 5 up here for Suffern. But that is 100% unofficial, folks. I do not have the Suffern roster. That is a foul ball that is caught by the right fielder, Shane Henneman. What a catch. I hope I did that justice on the camera, folks. What a catch in foul territory, sliding by the fence. Right fielder Shane Henneman, who's going to lead off the next inning, able to make a real nice play. And the cleanup hitter, number 26, is up for Suffern. Strike one called by the ump. Vinny gets a fastball over. Vinny pitching from the windup. Nice curveball. Number 26, a little out in front of it, fouls it off. Back behind home plate here. Ryan Rivera retrieves it, gets it back to Vinny. We've got no balls and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the fifth, 1 out. Suffern leading 3-0. Suffern pitcher number 6 doing a nice job keeping John Jay off the scoreboard. And right now he's got the game-winning hit with a 2-run double. And that was a ground ball there to John Jay's second baseman, Joe Machetta. Joe, nice and patient, scoops the ball up, throws it over to Nico to get the second out of the inning. Both balls hit to the right side there. Again, nice play by right fielder Shane Henneman. I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I am not, to Shane and his family. Didn't have a chance before the game to sit down with Coach Frank and go over pronunciations. Beautiful curveball by Vinny Fusco over for a strike. And this is number 17, the catcher for Suffern, the 5 hitter. No balls and 1 strike here. 2 outs, top of the fifth.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? No, I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Another nice curveball. Umpire says it's a little outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Vinny probably a little frustrated. That looked like a pretty good pitch, but from my vantage point, it did look a little outside. Vinny Fusco, the only sophomore on the team here, doing a fantastic job from the mound. Umpire calls a high strike there. And 2 balls and 2 strikes. Low and inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes, full count. We've got 2 outs. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Suffern's leading 3-0. Time called by the Suffern catcher. Nice curveball, fouled off back into the stands here. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nice job by the Suffern catcher to stay alive here. Three and two, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Strike 3 swinging. And that's the end of the top of the 5th inning. Suffern has a 3-0 lead as we enter the bottom of the 5th. What do we have? A 5th inning stretch here. The John Jays got due up 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup. Number 16, the right fielder Shane Henneman's going to lead off. Then number 39, the pitcher Vinny Fusco, followed by number 2, the third baseman David Capizzello. Number 6 still pitching here for Suffern. Got some nice music here being played at John Jay in between innings. If we didn't have that music playing, I'd sing God Bless America for you like they do in the 7th inning stretch of most stadiums. I'm kidding. I wouldn't sing for you, but you wouldn't want to hear me sing, folks. I'm going to check my live streaming equipment, so I'm going to put the microphone down for 15 seconds. Alrighty, folks. Looks like the live streaming equipment is working well. Had myself a little sip of water. Certainly needed it. And we've got number 16, the right fielder, made a great play in the top of the 5th inning to record a first out. Leads off, and he promptly deposits a single into center field. So that, by my count, gives John Jay their 2nd hit of the day. Both hits ground balls to center field. Whoops, sorry about that. I'm busy filling out my scorecard instead of working the camera here. They just threw over to first base. And Vinny Fusco up at bat here for the Patriots. Vinny struck out his first time at bat, caught looking. 1-0 here for Vinny with a runner on first base, trying to help himself out here. Bottom of the 5th, nobody out. Vinny fouls it off straight back. 2nd time Vinny's fouled the ball off straight back. So he's on it. 1 ball, 1 strike, says the umpire. Nobody out here. Shane Henneman on first base as a result of his single up the middle. Time called by John Jay pitcher number 39, Vinny Fusco. I certainly appreciate, as the announcer here, the nice big numbers that Coach Frink has on the back of his jerseys. I'll have to thank him for that later. I forget what game I was doing. I think it might have been the Wappingers girls lacrosse team. Or no, maybe it was the Arlington volleyball team where their numbers were so hard to read. You got to tune in. Ooh, low and inside there, but the umpire calls a strike on Vinny. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm sure Vinny tells the ump he'd like that call when he's on the mound. You got to tune in to see on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel the Dutchess County Finals for girls volleyball. Again, Vinny fouls the ball straight back. I live streamed that. What a 5-set thriller between the John Jay girls volleyball team and the Arlington girls volleyball team. Spoiler alert, earmuffs if you don't want to know the result. John Jay won in 5 sets. A thrilling. So double play there, unfortunately. A strike him out, throw him out. So Vinny Fusco strikes out swinging, and Shane Henneman got caught stealing. So that leaves it up to David Capozzello with 2 outs and nobody on. Dave fouls it off right over the top of us into the woods. No balls and 1 strike. I wouldn't do it. There's no way you're getting that. You're long gone, buddy. Long gone. You get poison ivy and you won't come back with a baseball. Not worth it. Not worth it. Just talking to the Suffern guys, he was going to go get that, but that is deep in the woods there, and again another foul ball in almost the exact same spot there. So after 2 foul balls here, John Jay third baseman David Capozzello drives the ball in the gap. That's going to the wall on one. It goes over the wall, bounces over the wall on 1 hop. Wow, what a shot by John Jay third baseman and former algebra student of Mr. Sipe, David Capozzello. What a shot. Wow. So a double, a ground rule double by David Capozzello. Dave is 2 for 2 on the day. Base hit to center field and then a ground rule double to right field. Dave's also made a couple nice plays in the field. John Jay catcher Ryan Rivera up here. A little in front of that first pitch, fouls it off. 0-1 to Ryan. 2 outs. Ryan trying to bring in teammate David Capozzello, I'm sorry. David Capozzello trying to bring in David to cut into the Suffern 3-0 lead. I agree with the Suffern coaches there. That was a good pitch. A little low and outside. So ball 1, but excellent pitch there by the Suffern pitcher. Ryan Rivera being cheered on by his teammates. Ryan, a current student of mine in AP Calculus. Awesome kid. Incredibly intelligent. Obviously, he's in AP Calculus. Can't get into that class without being incredibly intelligent, but what a great kid. Great personality. Strike 2 there. Called. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the John Jay senior catcher. Believe Ryan going to RPI next year. I could be wrong on that, but really good kid. Ryan grounds the ball up the middle. Nice diving play by the second baseman to keep the ball in the infield and prevents David Capozzello from scoring. Nice base hit there by John Jay Sr. catcher Ryan Rivera. So now up John Jay's second baseman, number 11, Joe Machetta. Runners on first and third here. Joe fouls it off after getting jammed. No balls and one strike. Nice job there by the Suffern catcher, number 17, to dig that out of the dirt. Good curveball there by number 6, the Suffern pitcher. He's in a bit of a jam here. 1 ball, 1 strike to John Jay's second baseman, Joe Machetta, and that's popped up in the infield. It looks like the second baseman has a line on it. He catches it, and that's going to be the end of the 5th inning. So John Jay threatens but does not score. And at the end of 5, we've got Suffern 3 and John Jay 0. We're headed to the top of the 6th, folks. So John Jay sophomore Vinny Fusco still on the mound for the Patriots for the top of the 6th inning here. All right, so just checking the live streaming equipment, trying to keep everything as cool as possible here in the shade. Looks like everything is still working well. Guess I could check on my cell phone just to confirm that. But I would think we are in good shape. All right, sorry about that. So leading off for Suffern here is number 1. And that's a called strike. Top of the 6th inning. 3-0 Suffern. Beautiful curveball by Vinny Fusco. Way out in front is number 1 for Suffern. Ground ball down the first baseline. Looks like it's foul. Nico Batke there to retrieve it. wow, shot up the middle there for number one. And that's a base hit to lead off the top of the sixth inning. Suffern looking to add to their lead of 3-0. Timeout called by John J. Coach. Eric Frink. And it looks like we might have a pitching change here. Looks like number 31 is coming in to pitch. And Vinny Fusco heading off the mound. I believe Vinny's going to stay in the lineup. Oops, sorry about that, folks. I believe Vinny's staying in the lineup because he was listed as a pitcher / DH. But we'll see here. I'm going to go see who's pitching here.
You're way more aggressive.
All right, so I was able to check with the John Jay bench. Jeffrey Lundstedt is into pitch for John Jay. I believe Jeff is a junior. Could be wrong there. Sorry about that, a little out of breath. So I don't know if he's in the lineup as a hitter, but I suppose we'll find out, right? So now the book's not quite closed yet on Vinny, but Vinny gave up 3 runs through 5 innings, and then he's responsible for number one. At first base. So I'm just checking over the Suffern lineup here. I apologize. Okay, so Jeffrey Lundstedt set to pitch. We're resuming play here. Nice off-speed curveball. Called a ball. 1 ball, no strike. Catcher Ryan Rivera gets the sign from the John Jay bench. Jeffrey Lundstedt comes to the set. Swinging strike for the Suffern pitcher, number 6. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here. Top of the 6th inning. Suffern leading 3-0. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Robert Sipe. Hope you subscribe to the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. The more subscribers we get, the easier it is for us to bring you all the live sporting events here at John Jay. I know myself, I'll be in action again on the live streaming equipment on Friday, where our varsity softball team hosts Beacon. That'll be easier for me to live stream. I'll be up in the field house between the soccer and turf field. And we will zoom in from center field for you. Hopefully give you a real good look at that softball game. I think that's Friday at 5 o'clock. And then I might be back here a week from today, next Saturday, for another John Jay baseball game. We've also got a girls lacrosse game coming up. I believe that's the following week. That's senior night. We've got a great girls lacrosse team, 6-1, 7-1, something like that is their record. But back to this game, 3 balls and 1 strike here on the Suffern pitcher. He's out in front of it, fouls it off down the third base line. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that's ball 4. It gets away from John Jay catcher Ryan Rivera. The ball's right here. Whoops, sorry. I didn't have a great angle there for you. So John Jay's asking if it hit the runner. It did not hit the runner. And the runners advanced to second and third on that wild pitch there for ball 4. So I guess technically it's a walk. But then the runners advance because the ball got away and landed right in front of us here. I could see it, but the players weren't able to locate it. And I believe it deflected off of the umpire. That's what the umpire was saying. So Ryan Rivera thought it was going directly back. A squeeze bunt here. And he's out. He's out. Nice play there. Nice play there by John Jay. Really well played. All right, so that'll give us 1 out here. No run scores on the play, which is critical for John Jay, being down 3-0 with only 6 more outs to work with. So it looks like we've got a pinch runner here coming in. Number 18 is coming in for 6. It's a pinch run. I believe it's 6. I don't think it is 6. I take that back. Who is this coming out here? Let's take a look, see here. 16, my apologies. So 16, who had a little, it looked like a safety squeeze to me there. Runner from third didn't take off immediately, I don't think. Of course, you can rewind that video and check for yourself, but looked like a bit of a safety squeeze. But John Jay's David Capizzulo. So that was hit by the that was a hit by pitch batter there. Sorry about that. I was watching the action as opposed to telling you what happened there. So the hitter was hit by the pitch. The guy on third base thought that it was a wild pitch and started taking off for home, but quickly the umpire made the call, and certainly from my vantage point, it looked like it hit the batter. So we're back to that was number 9 who was hitting for Suffern. So we're back to the top of the order here for Suffern. Jeffrey Lundstedt on the mound, bases loaded, 1 out here. Fouled straight back by number 5 for Suffern. And I believe this is the top of the lineup. I don't have the Suffern roster. I don't have the Suffern lineup. I'm just going based upon what I've seen and what I remember. So no balls and 1 strike, 1 out, 3-0 Suffern, top of the 6th. And that ball's driven to left field fairly deep. Definitely going to get home a run. The runner from third tags and scores pretty easily. And John Jay, third baseman David Capizzulo, takes the cut, keeps the runners at first and second, but that gives Suffern a 4-0 lead. We'll zoom in for you out there on the scoreboard as Suffern takes a 4-0 lead, top of the 6th inning, 2 outs, runners still on first and second, and we are looking at number 24 here. I believe he's the second hitter in the Suffern lineup, and he hits a bullet down the left field line. This is going to be big trouble. 1 run's going to score. Looks like they'll hold up the runner at third, and that is a double for that is a double for Suffern's number 24. Ripped a hard ground ball down the third base line there, and Suffern has a 5-0 lead. And to make matters worse, number 12 is up. He's the third place hitter for Suffern. Jeff Lundstedt still on the mound. Book is closed on Vinny Fusco. He gives up 4 runs over 5+ innings. Pitched really well, Vinny. Really good fastball and curveball. Really did a nice job keeping the Suffern batters off balance. Just had some tough luck. Diving attempt by the center fielder Lenny Van, almost came up with it. Charlie Costello at shortstop, another diving play to almost come up with the ball. But be that as it may, we're here in the top of the 6th. No balls and 2 strikes. Jeffrey Lundstedt on the mound for John Jay. John Jay trailing 5-0. Runners on second and third here. Jeffrey Lundstedt trying to keep it at a 5-run deficit for the Patriots. John Jay will have the top of the order coming up to see if they can climb back into this game. Lenny Van will lead off, followed by left fielder Chris Cabrera and shortstop Charlie Costello. That's due up in the bottom of the 6th inning, and number 12 strikes out here for Suffern. Jeff Lundstedt strikes him out, and at the end of 5.5 innings, so we go to the bottom of the 6th, Suffern leads 5-0. All right, folks, here. I can't win, folks. I can't win, but John Jay finally scores, and Ryan Rivera walks. I am not too sure why my live streaming equipment is struggling here, folks, but it is. It's not really my live streaming equipment. It's my Khajiit, which is what we get the Wi-Fi from. And for some reason, it is just giving us some issues. But John Jay's hanging in there, folks. John Jay now trails 5-1. We're in the bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. Again, sorry for the Wi-Fi, having issues with our Wi-Fi here. So the Suffern coach went out to talk to number 6. He's been in there the entire game. He's pitched a complete game so far. I have no idea what his pitch count is, but we'll see if he can get one more out here. And it looks like number 11, John Jay's second baseman, Joe Machetta, is up. And we'll see if Joe can keep it going. John Jay trails 5-1. Foul ball, strike 1. And Joe hits it right back to the pitcher. And that's going to do it, folks. So the final score here at John Jay is Suffern 5, John Jay 1. John Jay able to get an out here, or I'm sorry, able to score a run here in the bottom of the 7th, but it's not enough. And that's going to do it for us here, folks, at John Jay. Again, John Jay, well, the scoreboard was a little misleading there because we had it cleared. But it was Suffern 5, John Jay 1 on senior day here at John Jay. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties that we had here. We're just taking a look at Coach Frank and the Suffern coach discussing the game. And Suffern's got a good squad. And they were able to out-hit and outscore John Jay today. A complete game pitched by number 6 for Suffern. John Jay pitchers Vinny Fusco and Jeff Lundstedt combined for John Jay to give up 5 runs over 7 innings. But a really good game played by both teams, I thought. I didn't see any errors in the field by either team. Some really good at-bats by both teams. Again, I just want to thank you for joining us here on the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel as we're going to leave you with the look of the John Jay team in the outfield. Certainly disappointed, I'm sure, but nothing to be ashamed of. A real good effort on a really beautiful day. Got to give a lot of credit to Suffern. On senior day here at John Jay High School, once again, the final score is Suffern 5 and John Jay 1. So at this point, we're going to head on out, folks. We're going to log off. Again, I thank you for joining us. I apologize for all the technical difficulties we had. I hope you subscribe to the John Jay Athletics YouTube channel. We will be back in action. At least I will be back on the live streaming equipment on Friday evening at 5 o'clock for a softball game against Beacon High School. Until then, everybody have a great night. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we will see you guys soon. Thanks for joining us, folks. Take care.